Hello students, today we will start our 12th chapter, Introduction to Presentation.
Introduction to Presentation. The researchers have proved that the visual effect can create greater impact over other modes of communication. Today, presentation ability is considered to be the most essential criteria in the recruitment of people almost at all the levels. Presentation skill matters a lot when we possess a new idea or an existing concept to others. Presentation skill not only includes the content of the presentation, but it also includes flow of presentation as well as the way you present it. Quite often it happens that a person would like to share some ideas or concept, but due to poor presentation or its improper flow, the actual meaning gets lost. Today computers are highly used to prepare effective presentation. A presentation can contain number of solid slides or may be in the form of animation. In this chapter, we shall learn how to create an effective presentation using computers. You are now familiar with OpenOffice.org. Impress is a program which is part of OpenOffice.org. It facilitates creation of presentation. It allows us to prepare a simple presentation or to add animation in it. It also facilitates in inserting different objects like graph, tables, pictures or movies in the slides to make the presentation more effective. Advantages of using a presentation. There are a number of advantages of using a presentation prepared with computer. Incorporate, a person shows his ideas to a group of people using presentation. Today, presentation is highly used in teaching. Several concepts which may be difficult to explain can easily be taught using presentation. For example, a teacher wants to explain digestive system of human being. A complete digestive system using pictures and animations can be shown very effectively using presentation. Models of an actual building or a machine or any complex system can easily be created and explained. It may cost us very high otherwise if models are prepared using cardboards and other materials. Printing of presentation created using computer is also possible. Modern computers allow many facilities in preparation of presentation. Apart from inserting graph, pictures or sound in a presentation, we can insert word processor file or a spreadsheet or even a database. Introduction to Impress. OpenOffice.org presentation program is called Impress. In a presentation, slides are created and can have many different objects like bulleted and numbered lists, text, tables, pictures, charts, and a wide range of graphic objects contained in it. Impress have features like a spelling checker, a thesaurus, packaged text styles, attractive background styles, etc. Similar to the feature available in Writer. See here, you can click on application. In application, you have to click on Office. In Office, you have to click on OpenOffice.org 3.2 Impress. So your Impress presentation software will get opened. Starting Impress and creating a new presentation. You can open Impress in different ways. If the shortcut is created, you will find icon for OpenOffice.org 3.2 Impress on your desktop. If the icon is present, then double click on the icon. If no shortcut is available, then choose Application Office OpenOffice.org 3.2 Impress. Doing so, you will get the screen of presentation wizard as shown in figure 12.2. There will be three options available as shown in below. Empty presentation, form template, open existing presentation. Select empty presentation if not selected and then click on create button. A new blank presentation will open. If you don't want this wizard screen again, you can select do not show this wizard again option and then click on create. The screen so opened is called the main screen window. The main Impress window has three parts: the slide pane, the workspace, and the task pane. Several toolbars can be displayed on the screen during the creation of a presentation, same you as are doing in Writer. The toolbars on the screen can be hidden if they are no longer useful in the presentation. To maximize the workspace area, you can remove the slide pane or the task pane from the screen by clicking the X in the upper right corner of each pane. These panes can be viewed again on the screen by selecting View Slide Pane or View Task Pane from the menu option. Hiding or displaying the pen can also be done by clicking the slide Hide Show marker in the middle of the vertical separator line. This is your main Impress window. Here you can see this is your slide pen. This is your task pen. In your slide pen, you can see number of slides available. This is your workspace area. In workspace area, you can do workings, and as task pen, you can apply custom animations, slide transition, master pages, layout, etc. Slide pen. One of the three parts of a main Impress window is slide pen. This part contains smaller picture of the slides of your presentation. These smaller pictures of your actual slides are called thumbnails. The thumbnails are in the same order of the slides of your presentation. The order of the slides can be changed. Clicking a slide in this pen, this slide will be selected as current slide and will be placed in the workspace. When a slide is in the workspace, you can edit it as per your need. Several additional operations can be carried out on a current slide or on selected slide or on all slides simultaneously in the slide pane. Some of the common operations are listed below. A slide can be moved by using cut and paste operation or simply by dragging to other position, and thus order of the slides can be changed. One or more slides can be copied at one or several places by copy and paste. New slides can be added to the presentation. Any slides can be deleted if it is no longer needed. You can hide one or more slides if you don't want them as part of your presentation. Slide names by default, slide 1, slide 2 and so on can be renamed. You can change the slide design or slide layout for the selected slides simultaneously. Task pane. The second part of the main Impress window is known as task pane. It has 5 sections. They are master pages, layouts, table design, custom animation and slide transition. Any one of these 5 sections can be seen in full view at the time. To view the task pane, click on the right position triangle to the left of the section name. Master pages. Every slide in the presentation has exactly one slide master. A slide master determines the text formatting style for the title and outline. It also defines the background design for all slides. If you select this option, you will find many predefined slides in master pages. Obviously, all the predefined slides have different text styles and background. One of them is black and is in the default. Layout. If you choose this option, different pre-formatted layouts are displayed as per your need. You can choose any one of the options available. It can be modified if required, but new layout cannot be created. Table design. If you choose option of the table design like master pages and layout, the standard table styles are offered. Options are available to show or hide specific rows and columns, using which you can further modify the appearance of a table as per your requirement. Custom animation. A slide contains text, table, graph or any such object. Using the options available in this section, you can apply animation effect to any selected portion of the slide. You can also visualize the effect of the animation on the selected elements. Immediately after the selection, by selecting OK, you can finally apply the effect of the animation. A variety of animations are available here. Animation once applied to a slide can also be changed or removed later. Slide transition. The dictionary meaning of transition is change. The meaning of slide transition in our case is the effect that is applied during the movement from one slide to another. Slide transition can be applied to a selected slide. Several transitions like wipe up, wipe down and others are available. No transition is also available, which makes the next slide simply replace the existing one. Like custom animation, you can also preview the effect of your selection immediately on the selection of a particular option. You can change the transition speed from the 3 options available. They are slow, medium or fast. The slide transition can be set as automatic or manual. If you want that the transition is automatic at a certain interval, select automatic. Here you have to set the time interval at which the next slide is to be presented. The default time interval is 1 second. By selecting all slides, the slide transition set will be applied to all the slides of the presentation. Workspace. The third and central part of the screen is called the workspace. The content of the slide is displayed here. It has 5 tabs, also called view buttons. These tabs are normal, outline, notes, handout and slide sorter, which are just above the workspace. Depending on your selection of view buttons, the workspace changes. The view buttons are described below. Normal view. While creating, formatting and designing slide, normal view is used. The same view is used at text, graphic, animation effects. As mentioned in the slide pane, by clicking thumbnail of a slide, we can lay the slide in the workspace area of the normal view. Outline view. In the outline view, all the slides of the presentation are shown in the sequence of their number. The content of a slide includes only topic, tile, bulleted list and number list in outline format, that is left justified text. Drawing objects as well as the text within these objects are not shown. Slide names are also not included. Outline view is used for quick modification of text in the slides, including addition or deletion of text, moving and copying of text, changing outline level of any of the graphics in a slide using the left or right arrow button. This view is also used for comparing the slides with outline of a slide created in advance. Slide can also be created directly in the outline view. Notes view. The notes view is used to add notes to a slide. These notes are not seen when you are presenting slideshow. Just by clicking on click to add notes in the upper left corner of the text box below the slide, you can start typing for the notes you want to add. You can resize the notes text box in the way similar to the way you are resizing any other window. To resize the window, place the pointer on the border and move it to the desired place by dragging. Usually notes are used to provide additional information to the person who created the presentation. Handout view. Handout generally is used to group multiple pages on a single page at the time of print. It is useful to the presenter as it allows him/her to check the appearance of the slide. It is also used to give contents of the slides in the hard copy to the viewers. To print the slide of a presentation, you have to decide that how many slides you want to print per page. Handout view is used for setting up the page layout in the form of number of slides to be presented per page. Different layout options are available from which the desired layout is selected. The options available are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 and 9 slides per page. Slide sorter view. If you want to work with single slide or group of slide, sorter view is used. This view contains all the slide thumbnails. The number of slides per row can be customized using slide sorter view. You can display or hide slide view by selecting view menu and then toolbar and slide view. The number of slides per row can be set up to 50. To perform any operation on a group of slides, they must be selected first. If the slides to be selected are in sequence, you have to select the first slide of the slides to be selected and then hold down the shift key and then select the last slide. If the slides to be presented are not consecutive, select any slide of the slides to be selected and then hold down the control key and select the next slide. Repeat the process till all the required slides are selected. You can perform all the operations as we can perform in slide pen. This is adding slides, moving slides, copying slides, etc. Status bar. The status bar located at the bottom of the main Impress window as shown in figure 12.14 contains information that you may find useful when working on a presentation. You can hide the information in the status bar by selecting View Status Bar from the main menu. Renaming slide. Right clicking on a thumbnail in the slide pane of the slide sorter and choose Rename Slide from the pop-up menu. In the name field, change the name of the slide. Click OK. Formatting a presentation. When you create a new presentation, generally it contains one empty slide. After that, we have to add new slides that we have to add text and other objects. You will learn how to add new slides and plant contents therein. Inserting slide. Slide can be inserted in many different ways. Go to Insert menu and select Slide. Alternatively, select Slide, New Slide from the pull-down menu obtained by right-clicking on the present slide or click the slide icon in the presentation toolbar. A duplicate slide can also be inserted. To insert a duplicate slide, select the slide you want to duplicate from the slide pane and then select Insert a duplicate slide. In our next video, we will see selecting and moving a block of slides.